Hello, food lovers! In this episode of Cooking 100-Year-Old Recipes, I am making Lucanian eggs. This is a hard-boiled egg casserole dish. So let me show you how it's made. You can see in the ingredients, there is some pasta. The recipe calls for 1 cup of cooked macaroni, and in the book, macaroni doesn't mean what we traditionally in modern day America think of as macaroni, which is the classic elbow shape. In the book, macaroni can be any type of pasta that's broken into pieces as the recipe directs. This recipe doesn't direct any specific kind, so I used ditalini, which I have on hand. And a reminder to always undercook by about 2 minutes any pasta you're going to cook a second time so that it's not mushy when you serve it. First, I make the topping. Buttery breadcrumbs. You can use crackers for this, but I happen to have sourdough that I made 2 days ago, and I'm going to chop that up unevenly in the mini food processor. I like the texture of different sized breadcrumbs for a more interesting topping. After I process them, I put them in some melted butter and toss to coat completely. Next, the recipe calls for white sauce. White sauce is in a different part of the book, but it is a basic bechamel made of cooked butter and flour, and whole milk is added in. Later in the recipe, there's some subtle enhancements, like just a touch of anchovy paste, and it calls for onion juice, but I'm using a piece of onion that I'll let sit in the sauce for just a few minutes. The lumps cook out. A touch of paprika, and 1/2 cup of cheese. The recipe does not specify what type, but I chose a very mild white cheese because the little bit of onion and just a whisper of anchovy paste are so subtle. I did not want a cheese that would overpower those flavors. Next, slice the eggs horizontally, layer them into the casserole. Add in the cooked pasta. I did use a greased casserole for this as instructed. Then I remove the onion and add the seasoned bechamel over top. As it cooks in the oven, the sauce will blanket the ingredients below. After evenly smoothing the sauce completely over the bottom layers, the buttery breadcrumbs go on top. The instructions say to bake until the breadcrumbs are browned. It does not indicate a temperature, but I used the standby of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I baked it covered for 20 minutes so the casserole would not dry out. Then I uncovered it and finished for another 20 minutes. I decided to serve it with ham. Piping hot, creamy egg casserole with a buttery, crunchy breadcrumb topping. It has a wonderful, rich, creamy flavor, very subtly seasoned. It doesn't overpower the egg, and the bottom got just a little bit crusty, so there was plenty of texture. It was perfect with ham.